everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where last time we made a bit more progress in the main scenario as we brought an encoded message to Baderon here, who was able to decode it and let us know that something bad is about to happen. So in preparation for that, we have some more side quests we're going to be doing today, as it is a Sunday episode, and we also have one more class we need to pick up before we've gathered really everything in Limsa Lominsa. Alright, let's see. Today we want to work on Marauder, Rogue, or Arcanist. I think we will play as Marauder for now, but we'll get gear for Arcanist. Though I should probably write down exactly what gear I have as Arcanist. Any jewelry would probably be an improvement. But these all increase literally everything. For the main armor, let's see. Body, legs, feet. Really, body and feet are what I need. Alright then, I'll just have to try and remember that. Watch as I forget within 5 seconds. Anyways, today we're doing side quests, and the last real side quest chain available right now is Noscea's, as well as the area that Noscea's quest will bring us to has basically the rest of the remaining side quests at this point in the game. Noscea has information that, unlike last time, is sure to be of interest to you. If you remember, last time we did a quest for Noscea, it was in the first week of the game, and it turned out to be a lie. Noscea lied about an illegal plant being scattered around the ground on the lower levels. Turned out it was just a regular plant. Oh, you've returned. I hope you do not harbor any ill will towards me for my earlier deception. You see, I believe the most important lesson for a green adventurer to learn is that she should always question the motives of everyone she meets. If I have given offense, allow me to make it up to you with some advice. Tell me, have you visited the Eyes outside of the Tempest Gate and past Madman Bridge? The sentry station there keep watch over the road, and when trouble arises, they sometimes turn to outside help. If you wish to make a name for yourself as a trustworthy adventurer, you should speak with Ankrita at the Eyes and offer your assistance. Alright then, let's head out to the Eyes, meet with this Ankrita, and see the ways in which we can help. We've been through the Eyes a few times before, but never really pointed them out. They're on, so you know the road leading north in Lower Noscea that goes through where the jellyfish are? How did I forget their names? How did I forget the names of the jellyfish? The Aurelia. The area where the Aurelia are. You pass through a couple of arches on your way up north. Those are the Eyes. Just right up here. Alright. Thankfully it's not too much of a hike. Not too much going out here, which is nice. Ankrita, hello. What do you have for me to do? You say someone told you to come to me for work, lass? I'm afraid you've been had. Of course Noscea's a liar. We're known to hire adventurers, 'tis true, but we always go through the Adventurers Guild. Even if I wanted to assign you duties, Yellow Jacket regulations prohibit me from doing so directly. Now, if you don't mind working in an unofficial capacity, I have a personal request I could make of ye. Alright, I can do that. Oh, that's only level 5. Alright, we'll take the money. Ankrita, what do you have for us? Oh, real quick. I want to make sure my recommendations window is up just so I can keep an eye on how many quests are left. Ankrita, sentry at the Eyes, solicits assistance. Moegramm, head of the Red Rooster Stead. Anawak's his name. He asked me to bring him some river toad livers, but the mere thought of pulling slimy livers out of slimy frogs gives me the shivers. Maybe you'd care to fetch a liver or 3 for me. You can get them by slaying the river toads what dwell around the eyes. Alright, we gotta go hunt some river toads and get some livers. And this delivery will bring us up to Red Rooster Stead, which is basically where the rest of the quests available at this point are located. Which is the entire reason why I've been saving this, the quest from Noscea, since it brings us up there. Well, these river toads are going down nice and easy since we're a nice, level 16. Alright, let's get on up to Ankrita, check in. You're a lifesaver, Venture. Now I'd take these livers to grind out myself, but I can't just up and leave my post. Not to mention the mere sight of those slimy things makes my stomach churn. Would you mind doing the delivery in my stead? Find old Anahuac at the Red Rooster Stead and you can turn those river toad livers into gil. Alright, let's go make the delivery. I really wish I had better luck with when I log in, because it seems like recently, whenever I log in to record more, it's always during Eorzea's nighttime, and it's a little bit frustrating. It makes it really hard to get good thumbnails. If you notice, a few of the thumbnails recently have sucked, that's why. Alright then, let's see. Where are you, Anahuac? I have livers for you. I swear this is the last time I send that granddaughter of mine to fetch river toad livers. Yeah, she might not be the best person to ask. Why, these are the livers I asked for. I should have known better. Ankrita has been dainty since she was a wee lass. I regret any trouble we've caused you. I heard that the New Worlders use fish livers as fertilizer, and so I thought I would give toad livers a try. A farmer can't be afraid to try new things. Nay, he must grow his knowledge as he grows his crops. That's how this farm grew to be what it is. You'd do well to stick around and see. Alright. Well then, what can I do to help out on this farm of yours? Anahuac seeks an adventure to assist the Red Rooster Stead. I hope you don't feel sheepish about hauling a wee bit of wool. The flock's fleece is shorn and scoured, but the sack is all set to sail. Normally, the manic miller up north takes it and felts it for us. But it seems the only wool his courier is tending to today is his blanket, the lackadaisical loafer. So I hoped you might see to it the sack of fleece down by the flock's pen reaches the miller. Waitserin is his name. Alright, let's go make a wool delivery. And we can't forget to check in with the Chocobo Keep while we're here. Get ourselves another location to head to on the Chocobo. Alright, got our sack of fleece. Now let's make our way up to the miller. Oh my god. I'm looking at the fate names. Enter Beastman. I'd give anything to... I would bet anything that that's a reference to Enter Sandman. They love their pop culture references. One of the fate names in there is just straight up a song name. But they love their pop culture references, especially in fate names. It's amazing. Alright, Waitserin, I bring you wool for milling. A miller with no fleece is an artist with no canvas, a poet with no words, a man with no purpose. I see you're upset about this. Curse that blasted courier. Do the sheep stop growing? Does the mill stop churning? What entitles him to rest? Bah, let him count sheep in his bed. The wool is at last mine, and soon the felt shall be wrought. I have fear, but I also have flatbread. Speaking of, we probably should eat some food in case we get into any fights. Let's see, I want to go for the lowest level, semi-relevant stats. So, boiled egg it is. Alright then, weights are in. What do you got for us? Weights are in. High Miller of the Great Fleet requires the help of an able adventurer. Now, felting wool is all well and good for your run-of-the-mill miller, but you know what gets my grindstone spinning? Grain. What worth has wheat? None, but once shred into fabulous flour, even the confounded Galagos can't keep their hands off of it. Which is precisely why I need you to slay them and recover the 4 sacks they pilfered. Once you have done so, take the sacks of flour down to the stead and Skarnmar will take care of the rest. Alright then, we've got stolen flour to deal with. Alright, Galagos, that is not for you. We need that to feed ourselves. We grew it to feed ourselves. God, the worst part about when I chose to log in today, we logged in at the start of nighttime, so it's gonna be a while before we've got sunlight. Oh no. Alright then, Galagos. Give me that flour. I need it. Alright, now we can head back down to the stead and make our delivery. Alright, there's Skarnmar. I have a delivery of flour for you. All the eggs and milk in the world don't matter a lick without flour. Indeed they don't. You need something to use as the base. Not that flour's any good on its own, mind you. The Galagos just hoard whatever they can get their filthy paws on. But now we've the whole kit and caboodle thanks to you. It's a relief you were around, but at the end of the day, we're still utterly unprepared should this sort of thing happen again. That is a problem. I'll take the money, thank you very much. And now Skarnmar has a quest for us. Skarnmar, the Red Rooster said, seeks an adventurer who can serve up some justice. I keep watch over the gates here at the stead, but my watch extends only so far. The stagecoach that was supposed to pull in today never made it past Blind Iron Mines. Word arrived not long ago that it was waylaid by someone, or something. The coachman is a plucky fellow. If I know Ahoy, he'll be poking around the mines, plotting to salvage his consignment. But ultimately, he's just one man. It would put my mind at ease if you could go to his aid. Alright, let's go help with a missing delivery. Yeah, the quests around here, you may have noticed, are going to be having us running all over this northern area of Lower Noscea. We're just going to be bouncing back and forth until they're all done. And quite a few of them come in just one long quest chain. But I do think I want to make this an extra long side questing episode so we can... I'm not fully sure, but I feel like we should make this an extra long side questing episode to try and get all of the Red Rooster Stead quest chain done. Just because there's a lot around here, and it would be very satisfying to know that we finished everything we can. Alright, hello there, Ahoy. You must be the help that Skarnmar sent. I thought you'd never get here. The Kobolds stuck me up and skedaddled with the garments, but don't you worry, none. I'm fixing to get 'em back so as we can get 'em back. All you gotta do is mosey on up close to that stagecoach they hit and peek in, and you bet their bottom gill those kobolds will come a callin'. Cannot read today. And once them critters come out, thwack, you pop them in the jaw and snag the loot. It's foolproof. I'm sure it is foolproof. Alright then, let's go lure out those kobolds. Alright. You get over here and you perish. Give back the goods you stole. And leave us alone. Those clothes are not for you. Alright, I believe that is everything, so let's go turn him back into Ahoy Mahoy. You done good, partner. Rounded up enough to bring back to the stead, I reckon. I'll tend to the rest of this here mess. You go on ahead and make sure old Skardmar gets the goods. Alright, will do. I really wish Sprint lasted longer. Or had a shorter cooldown. There's just so much walking I need to do, especially early game. And it's quite slow to walk. Why hello there, Dodo. Alright, where are you, Skardmar? I went a very weird path. Good to see you return to us unharmed. Yes, and I brought the clothes. And with 3 full bags, no less. I'm grateful, but I fear this is hardly the last we'll hear of the kobolds. They've been growing more restless in recent moons, and this trend is like to continue. Anahuac must be apprised of this incident. War is at our doorstep. Alright, let's go talk to Anahuac about this kobold issue then. So the kobolds are at it again. Not content with their own territory, the creatures have been pouring forth from their subterranean dwellings to wreak havoc on Lominsan land. But we won't stand for it, our livelihoods are at stake. Alas, with neither side willing to give any ground, I fear there may be no peaceful resolution. That is unfortunate. Okay, neither of these is an upgrade, so I'll just take the money? Let's see. No, I highly doubt we've picked up anything worth equipping, but... Amateur's Kurtza. Okay, we're getting crafter gear, of all things. Alright, Anahuac, what do you got for us next? Anahuac deems a confrontation with the kobolds imminent. Oh no. You've seen with your own eyes how the kobolds have taken up arms against us. The mines of Ogomoro aren't enough for the native nuisances of northern Vilbrand anymore. They've come to claim what is ours. Long ago, our war-weary forebears struck a short-sighted peace with the kobolds. What lay beneath the sea was to be Limsa's, and what lay underground was Ogomoro's. Yet what resolved one conflict created another, as the sea cannot fully feed, clothe, and shelter the children of the land. Realizing this, the kobolds tacitly condoned the Lominsan settlement of Noscea. We shared an unspoken agreement. But now, the kobolds aggressively assert their dominion, threatening our very survival. Adherence to a pact is meaningless if it means our demise. It comes time for us to take a stand, seek the wisdom of our Enlona to learn how. I mean, hold on, you're making it sound like we kinda did break a deal and they are getting what they believe to be justified revenge for it. I wonder if that might become a major plot point in the future. So, Anahuac has at last abandoned the naive hope that the Kobold menace would abate of its own accord. Their numbers have increased manifold as they expand southward. The food shortages spurred by overpopulation quicken the cycle of aggression. A common beggar would know better than to expect foodstuffs aboard a stagecoach bound for the stead, but the filthy scamps grow desperate. We need only set the bait and their hunger will be their undoing. Tell Anahuac to make the arrangements. Wait, we're literally going to... Hold on, wait, they are actually starving and we're going to use that to murder them for just trying to get food. Ingenious! We'll trap the hungry kobolds as one would any rodent. And I know just the bait to set. Tell Skarnmar to set aside some dodo meat from our next shipment. Set a bit of that in the blind iron mines and the little gluttons won't be able to resist. Hang on, we're actually going to offer them food, the thing they actually want, and use it as a trap to murder them. I hate this. I hand dead dodo to you and you kill kobolds for me? A bargain if I ever heard one. Take this over to Kwabadi south of the mines. She'll know where it goes. I don't like this at all. But yes, as you may be more than noticing, there's definitely a bit of conflict here, and I'll just go ahead and say Noscea, Limsa Luminsa, not exactly in the right. And yes, the game addresses this. It gets... We'll get to it when we get to it. But Eorzea has some fucking issues. And thank goodness the game is not afraid to say it. It'll just take a little bit before we have the influence necessary and the knowledge necessary to properly address the situation. But don't worry, we will be eventually getting to dealing with Eorzea's many problems. Hello there, Kwabadi. Good to see the Red Rooster Stead hasn't turned chicken on us. Once you find a good hiding spot, open the crate of meat nearby. The kobolds will follow their noses. By the time they see you, it'll be too late. Alright then, let's go through with this horrible plan. Alright then. Let's go wait for the kobolds to show. And let's do this. Hello there, kobolds. I'm sorry, but I have to kill you. You actually have attacked Limsa Luminsa in some pretty egregious ways, so... Okay, seriously, there's one more. Where? What are you doing over there? There we go. Kobolds dealt with. Let's go report back. We're heading back to Anahuac. And yes, I know that's probably not how his name is pronounced. I can't figure out the proper pronunciation, so I just swapped the O and the A. I apologize. I literally cannot figure out how that name is pronounced. Hello again, Dodo. Are you having fun just chilling in the fields just outside the stead? I will leave you be. You continue to enjoy life. And Anahuac, I return. Haha, you've done it! I expected no less. I don't know what we'd have done without you, which makes me wonder what we will do once you've gone. I was hoping you might visit the Drowning Wench and speak with Batteron. It's no secret the Yellow Jackets pay him heed. Mayhap he would put in a word so that the Stead might procure their protection. Alright, worth a shot. We'll go ahead and use Return to get back to Limsa, and then I'll probably rent a Chocobo to get back here. Alright, hello Batteron. I've got a bunch of people who need your help. Well, the Yellow Jackets' help, but you can get that help. So the Stead's in over their heads with the Kobolds, are they? 'Twas wishful thinking to believe the mine rats would stay put in Ogomoro. Any barkeep can tell you as rodents are wont to spread. This wave just comes sooner than reckoned. The pact was a farce. No handshake ever solved a blood feud. We just needed to lick our wounds a while is all. Well, I suppose they're all healed up. Even the Maelstrom's taken note of how the rascals run rampant. You can be sure they're ordering crystals to summon Titan, and gods help us if they do. Limsa will look back on those petty thefts and skirmishes as the good old times when that day comes, I tell ya. And there won't be a company of heroes around to answer our prayers this time neither. Well, and on to preventions worth pawns to cure. I'll talk to the Yellow Jackets and see if they can't slow the Kobolds' advance on the Stead. Alright, well, that's something at least. And I'll leave the jewelry be. Once we start getting bonuses of greater than 1, I will probably start accepting jewelry as rewards for side quests. But for now, it's not worth it. Alright then, let's head back downstairs and pick up a Chocobo to head back to Red Rooster's Stead. We have just about finished the main side quest line in Red Rooster's Stead. And then after that, there's just a few side things that need to get done. I think we should be able to get them all done within a reasonable amount of time. I think this episode might go up to 40 minutes. I would rather it didn't, but it'll be nice to have basically all of the Noscea side quests done for the time being. Especially since I still have not been able to check out the Leave quests, and I want to show those off. That would be in a side questing episode, but with all the regular side quests we have, we just haven't had the time to do that. So I'd like to be able to spend next week's side questing episode doing Leave quests. Or at least introducing Leave quests. Alright, we made it back to the Stead. And I don't see the last quest in the main quest line available yet. We might actually need to complete some of the quests around here before it pops up, so let's go ahead and start with Moegramm. Moegramm has been losing sleep over his sheep. They call me the Stead Shepherd, but all 3 kinds of livestock we breed here fall under my crook. Nevertheless, sheep remain my first love, my one true passion. So you can imagine my dismay at finding my flock in frumpy fleece. I can't very well take worn-out wool to market. A sheep with no shine is good for nothing but mutton. But where there's wool, there's a way. See what Shartain has to say. Alright, let's go help out with the sheep problems. Hello there, Shartain. What seems to be the issue here? Moegramm had some little lambs whose fleece was white as snow, but everywhere the little lambs went, lice were sure to go. Now we're stuck with lousy sheep. And the time it takes me to brush one clean, the lice spread to 2 more. I just can't keep up with them by myself. If you could brush 3 shaggy sheep for me, we might be able to wipe out the infestation altogether. Let Moegramm know if sheep are in ship shape once you've finished. Ah, lice. That is a nightmare and a half. Let's see if we can get rid of them. That is a terrible infestation to have, especially in sheep. And one more. Yes, I am trying to position the camera to get myself a good screenshot for the thumbnail. Why do you ask? I haven't been struggling with that. Alright then, let's report back to Moegramm. For an adventurer, you certainly know how to wield a lice comb. As I'm sure you have found, sheep are delicate souls that require delicate care. Truly wonderful wool requires time, love, and tenderness. You must caress their coats ever so gently, listen to their soft bleating in your ear, feel the warmth of their breath on your neck. You really do have a passion for your sheep. Next up, we have Much Ado About Dodos. Moegramm doesn't know what to do about his dodos. They may call it the red rooster stead, but make no mistake, dodos are the birds that keep the stead steady. Those sweet and tender eggs, that succulent meat. So long as you remove a dodoling's poison glands, you're in for some scrumptious and healthy poultry. They're so delicious I have to remind myself some birds just aren't meant to be caged. Or perhaps I don't. Talk to XIV and see if we can't return those exquisite creatures to their pen. Okay, we have runaway dodos. Of course we do. Dodos do not seem to love staying put. Alright, XIV, how is it going? Am I ever pleased to see you? I was about to cry foul, but with your help we can round them up. Those dim-witted dodos pecked through the fencing and fled the coop. Luckily they know better than to leave the stead. There are 3 bolting dodos in all. If you spot one, just throw one of these dodo-sized sacks over its head. Once you've caught all the birds, would you mind leaving them in Moegramm's care? I need to repair the fencing before we can return them to this enclosure, you see. Alright, runaway dodos. And I assume this is where it broke. Yeah. You have good luck with standing guard. Alright, missing dodo? Missing dodo. Hello there. Whatever would you put in an empty dodo-sized sack? Why a dodo, of course. In general, I do recommend reading quest item descriptions because they can be quite entertaining. But whenever you have a sack that you need to put something in, definitely read the item description because those have particularly good gags. They will only get better as we proceed as well. Alright, there's 2 dodos. And the last one's up to the northeast. Alright, where is the dodo? There you are! Alright, and let's head back to Moegramm to finish this off. I heard everything. Hand me the dodos. Whatever could be thrashing about in this dodo-sized sack? Gee, I wonder. But yeah, the sack jokes will get much, much funnier as the game goes on. But I do recommend keeping an eye on them. Oh, my precious darlings, without their poison breath, they're defenseless out in the wild. Daddy Dodo gets so worried. And now my dodos have a mommy. No, I did not agree to this. You'll stay around and look after my babies, won't you? At least until they're ripe for slaughter? No! That's so mean! No, I will not stick around. Alright, let's see. Arnlona has some moles she would like removed. If a lifetime of meticulous research into the advancement of the agricultural arts has taught me anything, it is that the fruits of knowledge are incapable of preserving themselves. Without an adventurer's brawn to protect them, I fear all my work will come to naught. Take, for example, the splendid ogre pumpkin crop I was able to cultivate. Years of hypothesizing and testing at last made tangible, only to be snatched away by those subterranean storners, the clever hedge moles. I've already engineered the pumpkins to resist fire, drought, frost, weeds, insects, and festive rituals. I just need someone to kill the moles. Alright, let's go mole whacking. Alright, moles, get out here. Stop harassing these poor pumpkins. Next up is you. And one last mole to go. Alright then, let's report back. That was nice and easy. Well, that was so easy, it makes me wonder why I've spent my life formulating complex solutions to problems rather than merely going around killing things. Nevertheless, I'm afraid it's too late to alter my methods now. I'll continue to focus on the complex solutions and have you stick around to kill things. What's hubris, what arrogance to believe that I, one woman alone, could overcome the unfathomably vast and profound mysteries of nature. But with you here, I'm sure we can do it. Alright, the moles are done. What do you got next? Lona is in a bit of a tight spot. Care to partake in the inexorable march of science? The concoction I'm currently formulating could change horticulture as we know it. Imagine a fluid one could strew over crops to ward off pests. All I need are some ladybugs and someone to squash them. Ladybugs simply cannot resist aphids. Find some Althic lavender, dab it with a bit of aphid nectar, and they'll come swarming to the slaughter. Alright then. Let's go find and murder some ladybugs then. Alright, here's the Althic lavender. I am so sorry about this, but we're gonna get some ladybugs all over you. Thankfully, we're not putting actual aphids on the lavender. That would be especially cruel. Oh gosh, here comes more. Alright, that should be enough. And we'll go this way. Alright, Lona, I bring you the ladybug guts you wanted. Return to me once you've collected 3 files of ladybug viscera. Oh, I've done that. It's elementary, really. Aphids live in fear of ladybugs, so applying the scent of ladybug blood to our crops is certain to ward off the parasites. We are manipulating the laws of nature. Of course, we could have just let the ladybugs go on defending the crops as always and not squash them for their viscera, but I hardly see the science in that. Is it really science if you're not learning anything though, you're just applying? This is more agricultural engineering than agricultural science. Alright then, 2 more quests to go. There is also the blue quest. We're going to be saving that for a little while. I have in mind a particular time when I want to do that. Alright, let's see. Where are these last 2 quests? One up there, one over this way. We'll head to the one at Blind Iron Mines first. The one at Blind Iron Mines should be solo, and then I think the one at the Grey Fleet is going to be a short quest chain. I'm hoping it's a short quest chain, because we just hit 41 minutes on my recording. And I really don't want to make a trend of these side quest episodes being excessively long. But I do want to make a trend of staying caught up with the side quests, especially so I can do other side content on Sundays. Hello, Brone Root. Brimstone has blocked Brone Root out of Blind Iron Mines. Well, this time we've dug ourselves into a hole well and truly. Struck Brimstone while shoveling through the mines, and now the rocks are rife with the reek of rotten eggs. The gas grew to be too much to bear. You'll need this clear earth crystal if you're to restore the earth and plug the leak properly. Just mind the syrphid clouds brought on by the Brimstone. Oh dear, gas leak. Not good. Very not good. Let's get that sealed up. Pure earth crystal to repair the leak. Got another one coming out of this hole in the ground? Okay. Oh god, and the syrphids are showing up. And one more gas plume to go. And of course, more syrphids just couldn't resist joining in. Alright then, let's report back to Brone Root and let him know that the caves are clear and safe for entry. Now that's a breath of fresh air. For many of the miners, a bit of brimstone is nothing to write home about, but I'm the one who has to write the letters when the guns choke to death down there. The prices metals command in the wake of the calamity will make us either rich or dead. That's a rough situation. Right, let's go with the bronze piece. We're really not getting many opportunities for actually good gear in this area, are we? This is very much a you should have come here earlier set of side quests. Oh well. Alright, over to the Grey Fleet. Literally just a series of very beautiful windmills. Overlooking the ocean. Alright then, Loter Swiss. How is it going? Loter Swiss wishes to check for any trouble that might be milling about the Grey Fleet. Breathtaking, is it not? Proud sails turning, rugged gears churning. The mill never stops, and so neither can the millers assigned to its upkeep. Vigilance is the key. By addressing tomorrow's issues today, we assure the wheels of prosperity continue to grind. Unfortunately, I have my hands full with the work of the day and cannot leave my station to tend to inspection. I would entrust this duty to you. Seek out the other 3 millers, heed their concerns, and apprise Waitzern of your findings. Alright, let's go learn about what issues we might have here at the windmills. Alright, Urjumani, how is it going over here? Well, you see the mill spinning, don't you? What more do you need to know? Only problem I have is you meddling in my chores. Away with you, then. Okay, I was just checking if anything was needed. She seems unpleasant. Next up, we have Waintzern. Any issues with this windmill? Pshaw, the mill is fine. We'd be wiser to concern ourselves with the grubby scavengers that rob us of our yield. Okay, fair. Still, we want to make sure the windmills keep turning, that there's nothing, that if anything's wrong, we fix them. And finally, a shoo-shoo. I haven't noticed anything off myself, but let's have a look now, shall we? Look there, the sail's been nicked a bit. Nothing urgent, mind you. The cloth we use is the same as they use for sails out on the sea, made to stand up to bluster and wind. Okay, so a little nick. Nothing to worry about for now, but at least we should be aware of it so we can have a replacement ready for if/when it does become an issue. Thank you, Ishushu, by the way, for actually cooperating. I trust you enjoyed your tour of the mill. You are impressed, yes? The matter of Ishushu's sail is most worrisome indeed. The matter shall be remedied at once. To delay acting until trouble occurs is to ask for trouble. The Grey Fleet stops for nothing. Full sail ahead. Alright, you have fun with that. And I think this is the one I was looking for that'll end this series of quests. Diminutive kobolds are wreaking great chaos of the Grey Fleet. The kobold crimes of late give us ample cause for concern. Yet Waintzern is content to pass them off as mere mischief-making. He cares more for the welfare of his mills than that of his workers. If only my beloved Moegramm knew of my plight, I am certain he would leap to my rescue all the way from his post at Red Rooster Stead. He often calls me his little lamb, and I'm certain my absence could only have made his heart grow fonder. No, I think he may have actually been referring to his sheep, knowing him. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I think I remember what musical reference the One Prince Fate is. I want to say that's actually a reference to the song Two Princes. Good song, by the way. Even if I'm wrong, that's a good song. Alright then, Moegramm, I have a message for you. Indeed, the kobold's steady incursions warrant wariness. And now they frighten my poor little lamb. Oh, I guess I was wrong. The soul I love more than any other on two legs. We must summon the Yellow Jackets at once. I shall pen the missive warning Osphere of the kobold's advance. You must deliver to the Lithogran at checkpoints. There is no time to spare. To reach the Lithogran checkpoint, go first to Blind Iron Mines. Brownroots will guide you from there. Alright, we are making some deliveries then. Onwards! First, let's go check in with Brownroots. Hello there, Goobo. You enjoying your time just chilling in the fields? Please don't hurt anyone, and everything will be fine. I promise, this is the last quest. Unless I have completely forgotten something, this will be the last quest for today. I say that because I'm looking at my clock and we're almost at 50 minutes and I'm just like, I could have split this in two. I should have split this in two. Oh well. Hello, Brownroots. Bound for the Lithogran checkpoint, you've come to the right mines. You'll find most denizens of the dark will leave you be so long as you extend them the same courtesy, but kobolds can be a bit more belligerent. Still, nothing an adventure of your venturesomeness can't handle, I suppose. Alright, let's head on through and hope the kobolds will leave us alone. Though they have every right to be pissed at us in particular after we baited them so cruelly. Alright then. Osphere, I bring you a message. They say a messenger through the mines arrives faster than the crow flies from the stead. It is good to see you. I bring a report about kobolds. I hadn't realized the extent of the Kobold menace, but Moegramm's missive has opened my eyes. Should we fail to bolster our patrols of the Nocean lowlands now, we stand to lose the region altogether. I have not forgotten when the Kobolds sought to seize the west. 'Twould be best those there know their former nemesis has resurfaced. Though Stead-y no doubt remains vigilant, I would ask you to visit Summerford Farms and remind him that sleeping dogs may not be content to lie. Alright, and we will end this off by warning our old friend Stead-y about the Kobolds. Actually, let's see, what's the teleport cost? Only 50 gil? I'm gonna save my money. Sure, I'm starting to build up a bit more of a supply now, but 50 gil is still over 1% of the money I have. And that's uncomfortable. When instead I could simply just walk a little bit and get there for free. Come on, game, let me sprint. Be kind. I have to climb this goddamn hill again. In full armor this time. Alright, Stead-y, I come to you with bad news about kobolds. Oscar's prudence befits his post. The Watchman's always seen threats far over the horizon. Which is all well and good, but the Sahagin swarming at our gates demand my immediate attention before ugly heads that haven't reared themselves in recent memory. Still, I know better than to disregard the bidding of the Yellow Jackets. Yeah, good luck dealing with that. Really hope it doesn't become an issue for you. And with that, that should wrap up the side quests available with the Red Rooster Stead. I might walk there off screen to double check, but we're done for today. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV, it is time to return to Limsa Lominsa to pick up our first Gatherer class to go along with our crafters we've picked up recently. I will see everyone next time for that.